was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will take the field first. And Camario Taylor will be running the show. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. They'll start on the ground with Buff Bothwell. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
To the air, it's Mateer. Rush is on him. First down and more. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And that'll put the first
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got a man. It's Black. Stumbled to the ground. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They feed him again. Hard-hitting tackle. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Clark Bothwell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They get to the line quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. The Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Jukes his way for more. Finding some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught by Williams on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Sooners... He's going on offense as they head onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Pulls it on the option. Makes one man miss. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made a defender miss. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Inside the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Mississippi State going up tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Grabs it, and he will score. Touchdown. Mississippi State. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And they swarm him under. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Turning it on at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown Bulldog! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing. Going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll give it to Fluff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Getting corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Bulldogs right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Taylor wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone. On 2nd down. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Steps away. White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit, lowering the shoulder. The first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll run it with Bothwell. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped edges short. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Put 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Mateer. Swings it out to his running back. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Fires on the move. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, still looking. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
Does make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great week 8. We start with Colorado, taking on the number 16 team, the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll give it to Fluff. Got some room to run. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Here's a give to Bothwell. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off Bothwell again. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
On third down, here's Bothwell. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
And this is the definition of complementary football. Your defense takes the ball away, and the offense turns those takeaways into touchdowns. Fantastic run, great vision, but this has been so good. Their defense staying aggressive, getting the takeaways, and the offense capitalizing, David, with big plays.
And I wish I could say there was complimentary football on the other side. They've complimented each other, and they both stunk. Like, both sides have been bad. Turning the football over, not scoring, like, dug yourself a huge hole in this football game. They better find something quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism.
Oh, he's got some space. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now the pitch. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They go to the ground. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires toward the target. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Taylor wants to throw it. The quick out. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Just watching the clock run out on this one, and we can turn our attention to what's in store for next week here in the midpoint of the season. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Sooners want to move quickly. They'll run play action. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. from the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Touchdown Sooners! Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Picks up the first down. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Snagged out of the air. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Good pick up there. They'll move the change, and they're set up at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Now the play fake. Takes the easy completion. And tackled there by the defense. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. The inside handoff. Could be an alley. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. this hard tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The run inside. It's Avant. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming into this one.
Here comes the heat. Oh, what a move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Sooners are flying down the field.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game,
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Have them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Maybe a crease. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Mississippi State, 56, Oklahoma.
And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Quarterback's just going to take a knee.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He breaks a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town.